The theme today is pink. I got my pink nails done for today and for the next 3 weeks, I guess. And this inspired me to go through all of my pink blushes that I own, that are some of my favorites. And I want to swatch them for you and show them to you in case you're interested in any of the pink blushes. I have powder and cream, so let's get started. I'm so excited. Oh, okay. I cannot believe how many pink blushes I have. So let's do this. So let's start with the Makeup by Mario one. This is the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil in Perfect Pink. I have a couple of this ones, but this is my pink one, which I really love. It's very wearable. You can use this on your lips and cheeks. And there's the color. It's very pretty, glowing. It lasts all day. It's just a very gorgeous color. It's more of a darker pink than a bright pink, so it's pretty wearable. A little bit goes a long way, and yeah, I've been loving this one. So this is one I definitely recommend and very easy to blend and use. Let's go with this one. I know we're gonna work through the cream ones and then we're gonna go through the powder ones, but this is a powder and cream, so 2 in 1. So there's win-win already with this one. This is the Patrick Ta, and the shade I have, She's a Doll. So we have the powder here. I'm gonna swatch both to give you an idea. And then here is the cream. You can see that it's a little bit more pink than the Makeup by Mario. So this is what I was kind of talking about. This is a little bit more darker, plummy looking. Now here is this one by Patrick Ta. Oops, let's put it right beside, and you can see right away that there's more of a cool tone pink, more of a baby pink, which is very beautiful. And then here we have, oh, that's quite intense. Ooh. And then here we have the powder, and you can also put it on top of the cream or vice versa, the cream on top of the powder. That's how he made this to wear. So if you want to wear both, you notice that it's actually more intense. But yeah, I love them. I love this one as well. And this is like 2 in 1 you get. So if you prefer something like this, then go for this one. I definitely recommend this Patrick Ta blushes. I did not try the ones that are like smaller, but this is a wonderful formula. Okay, here is a blush that's not really a blush. This is more of a corrector. This is the Huda Beauty Fall Filter Corrector. The shade I have is Cherry Blossom, but the way I like to use this is as a blush. This is how I'm using this on my fair skin. I know it doesn't look as pink when you apply it to the cheek. It's definitely more of a muted mauve pink, and this lasts so long on my cheek. I don't know this formula. I have to scrub it when I wash, but it's so beautiful and it's not patchy at all. It's a very beautiful formula. I definitely recommend this. It's very muted and very wearable. So if you don't want to use this as a corrector, I recommend it as a blush. So let's talk about Westman Atelier. I have a mini, and if you can grab the minis, they're definitely worth it. They're less expensive. You can also use them as lipsticks. It has clip on. I think the big ones are magnetic, but this still actually closes very good, so it doesn't mess up your purse or your makeup bag. Look at this pink. This is in the shade Puppet, and it's a very beautiful blush. It looks intense, but don't worry, because as you blend it, it's really beautiful on the cheek. I love to wear this even on my lips. I recommend these little ones always to carry them in your purse as a lipstick. Don't invest in the lipsticks. I mean, you can if you want. I have never purchased a lipstick by Westman Atelier, but I think that lipsticks are expensive when you can just go with a blush that you can use as a blush and on your lips. So this is such a pretty color. I love it. And I actually love the packaging as well. Here's another one that's more affordable, and these are the Cloud Paints by Glossier. And the shade I have is Puff. Again, a very wearable color, very beautiful. The only thing is obviously the packaging. Be very careful because I don't want it to, oh, they're a lot comes out, but you can see that it's much different than the actual color here. Let me show you how it looks blended. Like, look at this pink. It's more of a peach pink, obviously, compared to the other ones. It's a beautiful color, perfect for summer. Its formula is wonderful. It blends nicely. There's no patchiness on the cheek. It doesn't lift your foundation underneath. Look at that. I really, really love this color so much. So you can see that it does not really correspond with the color on here. So don't be afraid. It's more peachy. So, okay, here is a newer one. To me, this is by Say Beauty, and this color is Baby. This is more of a dewy blush. I think that a little bit goes a long way in this one. Look at that pink. It's so gorgeous. I actually love this one because here is another one. This is more of a cool tone pink. You can see the cool tone in it. So dewy and nice. You don't need to wear a highlighter with this one at all. Again, it lasts all day long. It blends beautifully. It's just like skincare. So you can see after you blend it, it's not as intense. And I love the doe foot applicator because you can use it on your lips as well as a lipstick if you want to add a little bit of pink. I love this cream blushes because you can all wear them. You can wear all of this on your lips. So definitely recommend this one. I love this color so much. Here's another one by Nude Sticks. I actually forgot I have this one. I love this one as well. This is the Magenta Magic, and it has that little white thing in the middle, which I think it's more of a hydrating product. But again, this is more of a cool tone pink. This was very similar to the Westman Atelier one, but you can see how you can just build it up. You can just blend it, and it's a very nice cool tone pink. It has a very nice glow to it, beautiful and hydrating. Another great product to use on your lips like all of my other ones. So you can see the difference in this. The Say is more hydrating, more softer. This is a little bit more intense, but with more blending and less product, it gives you a very nice color. So definitely recommend this one too. They're so pretty. Now I left the last cream one for last because this is one that actually stains. And this is by Milk Makeup. These are the Cooling Water Jelly Tints, and the shade I have is Splash. I kept the top because I don't know if it's gonna dry up if you get rid of this, so I suggest to keep it. I don't have any issues with this being dry. It's a very interesting jelly formula. You can still see how much I have left. It's a good product to use on your lips too. You can see how this product works. So a little bit goes a long way. The way I like to apply this, it's more of a stain. So you can see how it stains my hand, but in a very nice way. I like to use this with a brush. So I don't like to apply this directly to my cheek just in case I apply too much in one spot because it's a stain. So once you apply it, you have to move fast because it stains the skin. So I definitely recommend using a brush and work off of the product and then apply it to your cheek. It's much safer. So be careful with this one and with your clothing and anything. You don't want to stain anything, but yeah, it's a beautiful color as well. This is a product that I'm wearing today on my face, and it is by Haus Labs. I'm starting now with my powder pink blushes, and this is the product I'm wearing on my face today, the Haus Labs. This is the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter. However, I use it as a blush in Rose Quartz. Isn't this a good blush? I would wear this as a highlighter slash blush, not just as a highlighter, but you can also add it on top of different other blushes that we've just talked about and use it as a highlighter in that way, just to intensify your pink blushes underneath. But this color, like, it's so pretty. Look at that. That is a gorgeous color. I love this one. This is one of my top favorites. Look at that muted pink with highlight in it without being glittery and chunky. It's so beautiful. I love this blush. Definitely recommend this particular shade. This is what I have on my face and I just love it. Here's one that's a little bit more messy. This is by Givenchy Prisma Libre. I love the idea. It's just the packaging. Sometimes I don't reach for this because it's a little bit more messy. And this is in the shade number 1, Mousseline Lilas. I think that's what it is. I like that you have a mirror here. You can use this as a mirror. I kept this one, but let's dump some in here. So you have 4. You can see you have 4 squares, and they're all different shades of pink, but I like to go through all of them. I like to apply this with, I never use this one for the actual blush because I cannot be precise, but it's a pretty color. It's not as, I would have to use a brush to kind of swirl it and mash it together. It doesn't look as light when you apply it to the cheek. It's just harder to swatch with the finger as I cannot get into the darker shade. But it's a very pretty, very soft and lightweight blush on the cheek. It's not powdery. It's not drying. It's very glowy for it being a powder. Not as glowy as obviously House Labs, but it's kind of mattifying and just, you know, a little bit of glow to the cheek. Very lightweight. I definitely love this one. I have, I think, 2 more by Givenchy. So I don't like to waste anything. I always put it back when I'm done. But yeah, I like to apply this definitely with a brush, a fluffy brush. So I love these colors so much. Here is one by Dior. I cannot stop using this one. This is one of my favorites by Dior. This is the old formula, not the new ones. This is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow in 001 Pink. And this particular shade out of them all is one of my favorites. It kind of looks weird in here, like a little bit more purpley. It doesn't really match with the outside, but it's hard to swatch. I will try my best, but swatching is not going to do its justice, you see. Let me see if I get a brush. It's very interesting because when you apply it to the cheek, it's a very gentle formula that gives you like a very nice hint of pink, and it's not as crazy as it looks in here. Like, look how beautiful it just applied it to the hand. Love this formula so much, and out of this all, I love this color the most. It's my favorite. I mean, for my skin tone, I think this looks really pretty. So yeah, that's another one. Now let's talk about the Gucci. I have a couple by Gucci, but this shade that I have is shade 07 True Pink. I don't like the packaging because if you have nails, it's hard. And you have to, I think, push on one of this to open it. But it's still pretty, obviously. And this pink, again, it's more cool tone. It transfers very nice on the hand without being too powdery. So again, you can see how nice it blends without being drying or without looking like you have a lot of chunk of powder on the face. That's how it looks on the cheek as well, how it looks on the hand. So you can see compared to the Dior, it's a little bit more cool tone, more bubblegum. So depending on what you feel, but it's still in the pink family. It's gorgeous. And let's talk about one that I truly love, and I had to pick up another shade of pink in the same brand, and I'm talking about YSL. So this, I bought another one, so I have the YSL in the shade 42, and I picked up YSL in the shade 87 Pink Voltage. Oh, look how pretty it is. First of all, the packaging is probably one of the best packaging I've seen. It's kind of like a leather purse. So look at this nice pink and this nice pink. Okay, so this is 42 and 87. Gorgeous, right? Let me open them up. Very easy to open up the packaging. There's no clips or anything. Now you can see this is new. It's so pretty. Look at that. I love these colors. Which one's your favorite? Comment down below and let me know. Let me swatch them first so that you guys can get an idea. Here is the nice light pink. Let me touch this one for the first time. It's a little bit harder to see. But that's a nice pink too. They're both beautiful. I wonder, let me try. I think this one right here has a little bit of sheen to it. This one's more mattifying. So you can see the sheen in this one, in the light pink. And then this looks a little bit more mattifying, but it's the less powdery from all my other blushes from what I feel on the hand. You can see how nice it blended. There's like no powder there. So pretty. So which one is your favorite? I love them both. It's hard to tell. It depends on what I feel. But look at this. This is beautiful. I hope you really enjoyed my pink blushes collection, cream and powder. This was so much fun to do. I cannot stop buying pink blushes. I love how pink looks on my cheeks and with my skin tone. I think it really suits me. Thank you for taking your free time to spend with me. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.